Oh, hi. Welcome to the Quilt Report. I can hardly look away from my new book. It's called Art Quilts Unfolding, 50 Years of Innovation, written by Nancy Bavor, the director of the San Jose Quilt Museum, and some other brilliant women, Lisa Ellis and Martha Seelman. It's edited by Sandra Sider. These are all people associated with SAQA, the Studio Art Quilts Associates. It's a great book that they put together. I can hardly look away from it. You know, when you've been around this business as long as I have, I've been doing this for 40 years, you tend to think that you know everybody and that you've seen everything in the art quilt movement. And, well, that's what I kind of thought, and I couldn't have been more wrong, it turns out. These art quilters that started a long time ago, 50 years ago, that you can find in this book, you'll see the things that you never dreamed about before, by brilliant artists and with great photographs and chronologically organized, and interviews. Here's an interview with my friend Joan Schultz. Interviews with a whole lot of the artists. It's fantastic. I can't recommend it. Pauline Burbridge, one of my all-time heroines. I mean, it's just, where every page is worth study. And it's a big book. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's just fantastic. Check it out. If you're interested in art quilts, this is something that you want to know about. That's something that I want to know about, for sure. When I try to make my own art quilt projects. Like yesterday, I was sitting around here in my studio and staring at my design wall. I had a piece of fabric up there on it, and I knew what I wanted to do, kind of, but I didn't know how to go about it. And I pondered, and I considered, and I turned it around and around in my mind, and I thought about it, and I tried to figure out how, well, if I do that, then I do this, and if I do that, and I took a break in the afternoon yesterday, and I was going through one of my old notebooks where I write things down all the time, and I ran across this. The answers to your questions about what to do and how to do it are all locked in the fabric itself, I wrote one time. And to free them, you have to cut the fabric and let it spill its secrets. In my classes, I'm always telling my students, when I see them standing there like this, I tell them, less thinking, more sewing. There's a time and a place for thinking and pondering, but when you're stuck, the best thing you can do is to cut some fabric, and then you'll start seeing things in your mind, and you'll know what to do next. So what I did is I took this floral fabric and I cut away everything that was not flowers. And I decided that I'm going to add this to this dotted fabric. That's going to be step one for my new project. And I think I know what I'm going to do next, but as I started cutting away and sewing and basting these two things together this morning, I had even more ideas. So I'm just getting started. Here's the first day on this project, and I'll keep you informed on what happens next. Maybe it'll be in a book someday. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon.